Nora. Good morning, good morning. If you're on, say hi, comment. Let me get on that right page there so I can see what's going on. Okay. Good morning, Gretchen. How are you? I saw your room makeover on Facebook. It looks amazing. You did a great job. That's always fun. We're getting ready to do some remodeling here. Not really remodeling. Repainting, reflooring. It's been 20 years since we put the addition on in my studio, so it's time to give that a fresh look. But anyway, if you are on, comment hi. Comments, likes, engagement. That'll boost this live out for me. Good morning, Joyce. It's real important that you comment for me. Facebook is changing things, and so actually I can get a little bit of cash for my lives, but that's only if I have some engagement. Yes, you finally caught me, Margie. It is, I'm just checking some messages. Yeah, I'm usually live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10. That seems to work best for me. So, but next week, mark your calendars. I didn't print out a little flyer. I was going to, but I'm out of colored ink. I have black ink, but not colored ink. Yes, I'm loving the warm weather too. Did you hear me complain on Tuesday? I was complaining that it was so gray and yucky out, and then here yesterday was beautiful. Today's even better. I actually am going to get out in the sunshine a little bit because I need some vitamin D, and so I have a little things to close up. I have a pretty cool Valentine class I'm going to show you on Monday. So back to my schedule. My schedule is I normally go live Tuesdays and Thursdays. Summer was a little wonky, and then of course I was off with the holidays a little bit, but I'm back Tuesdays and Thursdays. But next week we're going live every morning. I'm going to kick off the new catalog. Yay, Pat, go for your walk. Yes, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. I'm actually going to go outside and walk a little bit too because I want to get some of that sunshine. So anyway, morning, Ethel. Yes, so next week, a whole week of lives, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. I had ordered in some stuff on the pre-order from the new catalog launch and the new online exclusives, and then I have more coming. I'm going to be introducing a new Valentine class next week. So what's going on in Stampin' Up? Oh, and then my monthly classes here in the studio are Monday the 26th at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So that'll be just cards and Stamp-A-Stack. So mark your calendar for that. PaperShare closes, I think, tomorrow. So if you're interested in PaperShare, I know some of you did comment about PaperShare. I will get you that link so you can get signed up. So yeah, my PaperShare closes tomorrow. Let me see. My March retreat registration is open until next week. So that retreat is in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania at Rhodes Grove Church Camp. So we offer you a full weekend, which would be Friday through Sunday, or you could do a commuter rate. So if you live close enough and you don't want to stay there at camp, you can drive back and forth. Or we have Saturday only. So there are still some spaces. You're in the car on the way home. Well, good. Glad you're tuning. I hope you're not driving, Sue, but I'm glad you're tuning in. Or maybe you have it so that you can listen and not have to watch. So anyway, so spring retreat registration is open until next week. There are some spaces available. Also, let me see what else. Bonus days. The bonus days started on Tuesday and they go until the end of the month. And that's for every 50 you purchase, you get a $5 coupon to use in February. I always want to say to use in August. My brain is just programmed because we normally do bonus days in the summer. Yes, I know, Gretchen, you're registered. Yay. Yay. I'm glad you'll be joining us. But anyway, so that's bonus days. And then Paper Share, my classes here in the studio. Oh, Craft Along. I did get in on Tuesday and got the new greeting set. So there will be a Craft Along with that set. So in order to get the product of the month, you have to place a $75 order, and then the product of the month is $5. So last month was the True Blue paper. So I have the Craft Along scheduled for like the week of the 20th. I actually designed all those this week. We're getting the kits ready to get out. I think I had 6 of you do it that will be joining me for a special Facebook Live just for that. The new one is the greeting set. So I did order that. That'll be here next week. And I am offering a Craft Along for anybody that purchases that. Now that's a separate purchase other than if you're going to place an order to satisfy the class requirements. I hope that that doesn't confuse anybody. But also then you could qualify for bonus days and of course your customer reward points. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. Lots going on right now. There is no celebration. Stampin' Up! Ended celebration and introduced product of the month. So, all right, let's get started. This is one of the new online exclusives that just was available on Tuesday. So this is the lovely arrangements. We did 2 cards with it on Tuesday, and I'm doing 2 more. And to be honest with you, I thought I ordered another bundle, not this one. This one I was kind of, nah, I don't think so, but I do love it. I'm glad I did get it. So I'm going to show you the DSP again because my paper shares all the new DSP in the mini catalog and in online exclusives. So here is the prints. I love this linen look with old olive. And then we have this piece and the navy piece. And I love that a lot of times we have a busy piece and we have a more neutral piece on the flip side. And also there's two pieces here that you could just use for masculine. So that's kind of cool. And then we have this piece, which we used a lot of on Tuesday. So we did these 2 cards on Tuesday with it. So this was this piece, and then this piece we used. So these are like the Memories and More cards. That's the size 4x6, 3x4, and then a 2x2 square. So there we go. So now let's get into today's projects. Here is the bundle. I was really intrigued because I love these die shapes. There's a couple different shapes. There's 2 label shapes in these 2, and then of course your floral shape. And then your stamp set, which has a lot of greetings, which I love because I think we were lacking in the greeting department, and I love these. Okay, so, and if you have not got your mini catalog yet, I did get those that I was mailing. They went out last week, and you should have already got them. And if you're local enough and you didn't get one, you can always pop by and pick one up. Okay, let's get started. Here's our first card. I think this is nice and cheery and bright. So if today didn't seem like a spring day, we could use this to get away the winter blues. I really enjoy playing with this bundle. So the base is Pretty in Pink. No, Petal Pink. Petal Pink 5.5 by 8.5. And then I have my new favorite in color. It's not my new favorite. It's my favorite in color. In colors will be soon leaving and all that. They'll hit the last chance list and all that. The ones from 2 years ago. But this is Secret C. It's the one I use the most. And if you compare it to Old Navy, you can definitely see a difference. I do love it. So Secret C. Then I have a piece of the DSP. We're going to lay right there. And I did run that through that folder. This bundle or this suite has an embossing folder that goes with it. That's pretty cool. It's not that it's pretty cool. It has an embossing folder. The embossing folder is pretty cool. So we're just going to layer that there. And then I have these two pieces that we're going to layer together. This one, your DSP is doing all the hard hitting. And then we're going to pop this up. Good morning, Kay. I'm not sure I said good morning. Good morning. You guys can give me some hearts. The more engagement I get, the more the algorithm will push out this live for me. So you can give me some hearts. That would be great. And then we're just going to layer that right there. I did this ahead of time. I just have a piece of DSP and I embossed it in white embossing. It says always here for you. We're going to pop that up as well. And we're just going to layer that here. And then we're going to use this ribbon. And this ribbon is really easy to work with. It's really nice to work with. Yes, I love the pink and navy. Yeah, absolutely, Terry. I was just thinking that would be a nice outfit color combo. Yeah, Linda, I think you might have to. I have some more ideas up my sleeve. So, it wasn't one that I wanted, but you know what? The other one is beautiful too. That other big floral suite in the mini catalog is beautiful too. And we always struggle, at least I know a lot of you do, and I do as well, with do I really need another flower set? This looks a little crooked to me, so let's straighten it up there. And let's put some glue dots on here. And there we go. Let's bring in the gems. And I did refill my Take Your Pick tool. I refilled the putty. So, and it's just so much easier when you have this tool. That's what tools are for, right? To make your life easier. Most of the time. Let's put one right down there. There you go. So there's our first card. It is cloud cover. The ribbon is cloud cover. Yep. And there we go. Thanks for asking questions, guys. I love it when people interact with me. Okay, here is the second one. So, the base of this one is Secret Sea. And then we have, I'm going to layer these two together. Now you're going to have to decide because this is the piece that has all those other pieces with. But I think there's 3 pieces of each DSP. There's 4 different designs, 3 of each in the pack. And there we go. And then we're going to layer this on the card front. Okay, now the next piece I'm gonna add is a piece of vellum. We do have vellum. If you missed it, the vellum is back. It is it's online, but it is in 12 by 12 packs. So we're gonna layer that right next. And with vellum, it's a little tricky. But then I was thinking about all the techniques you can do with vellum and how I haven't shown any vellum because we haven't had it. So it's back. So I might throw some of those in next week, some vellum techniques. But vellum is tricky because a lot of times you can see the tape. It's hard to find an adhesive for vellum. And I cut out this fun thing. I thought this was fun. And it's one of the dies in the bundle, so we're just going to layer that there. There we go. And I did these ahead of time. So I stamped the flowers with Secret Sea and I colored them with the Petal Pink blends. The DSP is called Lovely Arrangements. It's that whole suite. It's an online suite. online exclusive. Okay, so I did color those in with the Petal Pink blends. I stamped the greens with Granny Apple Green. So let's add some dimensionals to this. Okay, I'm just going to add this here. We're going to layer this one right in behind it. And then we're going to put our leaves in. Yes, you might. Yeah, if you have another floral die, you could get away with just the DSP and the dies for sure. And I'm sure you have another floral set. Okay, we're going to take the thank you from the set, and I'm going to ink it up with Secret Sea. And this is one of the label dies from the die bundle. And we're just going to put some dimensionals on here. And I'm going to tuck this. I'm just going to tuck this in right here. Add a gem. Well, this is supposed to work better with a tool. Oh. Actually, I think I need more putty. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. There's the two from today. I am loving this bundle, guys. And then let's bring in the two from Tuesday. Okay, yes, you remind me about the vellum next week. There's all kinds of techniques in vellum. We'll do a vellum day. There we go. There, let me pull them in a little better so you're in the screen. There we go. That's all four from the Lovely Arrangements Suite, which is an online exclusive. Quick and easy, makes beautiful cards. That's the way I like to stamp. Something that didn't take a lot of time, it looks like you did take a lot of time. Yep. All right. Yes. Make sure you share it out. Comment, like. I actually made $15 from Facebook last month. So I started monetization on my pages, and this one made me $15. So hey, I can go to Chick-fil-A, right? So so I was excited. So Facebook is changing some things. In fact, as most of you know, I do teach digital marketing, social media marketing. And that's one of the things that we were saying. Facebook is monetizing better than any other platform right now. And things are changing a little bit. And so that was exciting. So yes, the more you comment, the more, and they're looking for engagement. So the more you comment, the more pennies I get to add into to the deal. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I will be back Monday for our week-long of stamping. And I will see you soon. Have a great weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather. And I'll see you soon.